beatroots.com. Our number today, on the bright side, every day on the bright side, is 844-236-6010. We'll get your calls here momentarily. Phone lines have been filling up lately, so we're going to start taking calls a little bit earlier so we don't have to leave people on hold. 844-236-6010 is our number. So if you're interested in taking advantage of nitrates and nitrites, now that we've been talking about them for a couple of weeks and how important they are for health, how important they are for athletic performance, for brain health issues, for cardiovascular health issues, just for overall health issues, I think, in my opinion, one of the most important reasons why you want to eat and drink your veggies, eat your veggies or drink veggie juice, is because of the nitrates, which are, they don't really tell you the nutritional, the concentration of nitrates and nitrites, because the nutritional value of these things is only now starting to be recognized. It used to be that these were bad guys, and they are bad guys when they're in bacon. So all of this talk about nitrates and nitrites and their health value should not be construed as an endorsement of bacon or hot dogs or processed meats, especially if you're frying them or grilling them. That's really where you run into problems with nitrates and nitrites, when they're grilled or when they're heated and when they're fried. That's why one of the reasons, anyway, why you want to only steam your vegetables or lightly braise your vegetables. You don't want to fry or grill nitrates or nitrates, because that's a great way to bump up your levels of the cancer-causing carcinogenic nitrosamines. And it's these nitrosamines that really are the bad guys. And the more nitrosamines you eat, that means the more hot dogs you're eating, the more you're going to have a problem. Nitrates and nitrites are preservatives in meat, and they give the meat, give processed meats the sort of red color, the characteristic red color that hot dogs have, is really a reaction between the nitrates and some of the chemicals that are found in the meats. So you don't want to be eating bacon. Bacon is not a health food. Hot dogs are not a health food. Processed meats of any kind are not health foods, even though they're preserved with high concentrations of nitrates and nitrites. This is really where they do present a health hazard. And these days, nitrate-free is like all the rage and all the buzz in the world of processed foods. There's processed foods that say nitrate-free, but they're not nitrate-free. They still have nitrates, but they get their nitrates from vegetables, celery juice, celery in particular is used as a preservative for meat, celery juice, I should say, because it has a high nitrate content. In fact, the nitrate content of celery juice that's used to preserve processed meats, it's not just regular celery juice. Not like they take celeries and juice it and stick it in the hot dogs. They actually ferment the celery. They add bacteria to the celery, and then the bacteria in the celery produce these super high concentrations of nitrates and nitrites. Bacteria use nitrates and produce nitrates and nitrites too, just like all living things do. And so the celery is processed with bacteria. The bacteria make nitrates, super high concentrations of nitrates, and you get this nitrate-rich broth that's just as powerful as any artificial nitrate, and that's what's being added to the so-called nitrate-free meats and nitrate-free processed foods. You guys, processed foods, especially processed high-protein foods, are never good for you. And now, I'm not saying that the celery nitrates are necessarily toxic and carcinogenic, but whether or not it is anyone's guess. You're still dealing with high concentrations of artificially induced nitrates, and if you're subjecting these kinds of supposedly nitrate-free foods to high heat, you're going to have the same problems as you do with artificial nitrates. The gold standard of nitrate-containing foods is beet juice. Sometimes they call it beetroot juice, but it's basically just beet juice. Beet is a root, so beet juice or beetroot juice, whatever you want to call it, is being used now for its anabolic, for its building effects and post-workout benefits. And I think it's because of the sugar, because beet juice is pretty darn sweet. Beets in general are pretty darn sweet. And personally, I think if you're going to get your nitrates from veggies, you might want to throw in some spinach or some parsley or some of the more savory or even bitter vegetables. In any case, if you want to do a sweet drink, beet juice is probably a lot better for you than Coca-Cola or artificially sweetened beverage. There's a lot of high-powered athletes, famous athletes, Olympic weightlifters and triathletes who are raving about beetroot juice. And under the category of You heard it here first. On the bright side, in the same way that electrolytes took the world of athletes and the sports world by storm back in the 1980s and 1990s with Gatorade and other electrolyte drinks, I am predicting that nitrates are going to be the 21st century version of electrolytes, and you're probably going to start to see commercials for a nitrate-rich drink or a nitrate-rich drink, an artificial drink, etc. But you don't need an artificial beverage to get your nitrates and nitrites. You can get them from vegetables and make your own vegetable juices. Get a Vitamix. Get a Vitamix. If you have a juicer, a standard ordinary juicer, you're probably losing the fiber. Most juicers will extract the juice and then throw out the fiber, and fiber is really good. If you do have one of those juicers, save the fiber, and you can extend your meats with it and other foods that you're cooking with it, and you can put it in your soups. The fiber is really, really good stuff, and that's why I like the Vitamix. And other products, now there's other high-powered blenders like the Vitamix, and these high-powered blenders not only get you the juice, they break up the vegetable and turn it into liquid, especially if you add water, but you save the fiber, which is really important. So get a Vitamix, make your own veggie juices, beet juice, celery juice, bell peppers. Those are wonderful sources of nitrates. Onions, garlic, all of these are good sources of nitrates. And make yourself veggie juices. And I'll tell you what, you guys, if you're on an antihypertensive, beta blocker drug, blood pressure lowering drug, a veggie juice can do the same thing for you via this whole nitric oxide, via its nitric oxide or nitrate content and nitric oxide boosting effect as a nasty toxic prescription drug. Why the heck would anybody stand in line at a pharmacy and humiliate themselves at a doctor's office and subject themselves to poking and prodding and doctor intelligence or lack thereof for their hypertension or cardiovascular disease when you can get the same things from a big old glass of vegetable juice? A big old glass of vegetable juice that's non-toxic, that gives you multiple benefits, that's cheap, and doesn't require interfacing with the medical model, and has no toxicity associated with it. Drink your beetroot juice. If you got a high blood pressure, any kind of circulatory issue, or brain health issue, or your post-surgery or pre-surgery, drink your veggie juice. Drink beet juice. It's delicious. Nobody can ever say they don't like beet juice. It's so sweet. You'll even have to cut it with something. It's so sweet. Beet juice has been shown to be an effective way to improve blood pressure, improve circulatory health in general. And if it was me, I'd be cutting it. But you don't even need to cut it. If you want to cut it with a little celery juice, which kind of takes the edge off of the sweet taste, or maybe a little spinach juice, and that will kind of reduce the sugar jolt that you get from your beet juice. All right, got a few more things to say about nitrates and nitrites. We'll do that tomorrow. And then I'm going to tell you about a really interesting strategy that you can use to boost the availability of nitrates and nitrites from your vegetables. We'll do that tomorrow. On the bright side, I want to see if we can squeeze a couple phone calls in before we go to our break. Let's go to Roxana in South Carolina. What's up, Roxana? Welcome to the bright side.
Hi.
Hey. Roxana. Roxana, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. The music is playing. I always do that. I got to figure out how to do that better. That's my fault. Can you hang on through the break?
Sure.
Thank you so much. I apologize. Got to figure out the timing on that a little better. That's my fault. Hang on. If you're on the hold, we'll get to you when we come back. 844-236-6010 is our number. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network.
Are you hungry for delicious, nutritious, rich, and satisfying home-cooked meals? Discover the Vita Clay 4-in-1 Smart Organic Cooker. Unglazed Zisha Clay, an ancient secret that makes this fast multi-cooker so special. Infusing your food with incredible flavors, perfect texture, vitamins, and minerals for your good health. It's a slow cooker, rice cooker, a steamer, plus a yogurt maker. Go to VitaClayChef.com and enter promo code RADIO20 for 20% off at checkout. That's VitaClayChef.com.
It's no secret that government and big business buy in bulk and get huge discounts not available to the little guy. Until now. Introducing a breakthrough crowd buying website where people can join together, buy in bulk, and get massive discounts on millions of popular products. It's TogetherSave.com. TogetherSave.com. You can save 20, 30, or even 50% off tablets, smartphones, cars, appliances, textbooks, sports equipment, video games, and much more. All with free delivery. Check it out. TogetherSave.com. Visit now and start group buying today at TogetherSave.com.
Don't Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document? Worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average over 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE. 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
The Genesis Communications Network is one of America's premier broadcasters of captivating talk radio. We thank you for listening. Now, just imagine, there are thousands of people who are just as passionate about radio as you are. But what you may not realize is how easy and affordable it is to advertise with us. Radio commercials for your business could be heard on hundreds of radio stations across the U.S. every day. We can help you by creating an effective radio advertising campaign for your company. From script writing to producing your commercial, just like the one you're listening to right now. No other network provides the level of customer service we do. When it comes to radio advertising, we are your one-stop shop. And no matter how big or small your business is, we can help. Email us at advertise@gcnlive.com, and an experienced advertising executive will help you take the first step towards driving more customers to your business or website. Advertise@gcnlive.com. Easy, affordable, effective.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light System today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
Free from the shackles of corporate America, we're the place for independent thinkers. GCN.
Okay, we're back on the bright side. 844-236-6010 is our number. Roxana in South Carolina, what's up?
Yes, I just wanted to know, where would I go to buy your new skin products?
Thank you for asking. The new skincare products, because of my my non-compete, I sold my old company and I had a non-compete. I had to sign a non-compete, and I can't really sell the products except on the internet. So the products will all be sold via the web. We've got a website coming up, and you'll definitely hear about it on this program. But I'll tell you what, Roxana, if you send me an email Ben at ksco.com. Put your address there. I'll send you a couple samples ahead of time just for being sweet and asking. Asking about the products.
Wonderful.
I'll send you a couple samples. Make sure you use the products really sparingly. I'm kind of trying to. I've been making products, skincare products, for many years, and I've been making them in my pharmacy. And when I made them in the pharmacy, I made them super medicinal, and I didn't put any filler, I didn't put any water, I didn't put any preservatives because they were pharmacy products. And I started using them myself, and I started giving them to my friends, my girlfriend, my mom. And everybody loved the products, and I loved the products. They were all active material. There was no crap in there, no preservatives or fragrances or water or anything. It always shocked me how people would spend so much money on a product, and it would be mostly stuff that their face or their skin couldn't use. Most skincare products, when you use them, are over 80 to 90%, even more, 95, 96% stuff you can't use, stuff that doesn't help your skin. It's only there so they can sell you the product. That's what the water's for, and that's what the wax is for. And the emulsion